Well, tonight, there's a growing fear. The death toll in Maui is going to drastically rise after a devastating wildfire turned part of the island into ash.
What we're looking at here is from a drone video. Look at that devastation there. Nearly everything we see there charred by the fires, reduced to ash and to rubble. Now, so far, it's already the second deadliest wildfire in our country's history. So far, confirmed 55 people have perished.
And it's the largest natural disaster in Hawaii's history, as Chris Pallone reports.
In the Hawaiian town of Lahaina on the island of Maui, the scope of the devastation is becoming clear.
I've never seen something ravage so fast.
Dozens dead so far and at least 1,000 buildings destroyed. Wildfires that started Tuesday quickly became an inferno driven by extremely high winds. The fires moved so fast, people jumped into the ocean to save themselves, and local officials don't know who or what they'll find as they search for the missing.
We want to reunite families. We want to give people information, whether they're family members at one of our shelters or whether they are among those that have perished.
Information is hard to come by. Tens of thousands are without power and phone service.
Please, please, people are desperate.
Local radio stations are trying to keep people connected.
We hear them crying, their tears, their desperate pleas. It's real. It's very real for me.
On the other Hawaiian islands, people are loading boats with supplies like food, water, gas, and clothes and heading for Maui.
We loaded up as much as we could and came on out.
Back in Lahaina, survivors are trying not to despair.
Wow, this is going to take years to recover.
But even in the face of so much destruction, there's a glimmer of hope in this island paradise.
But I'm confident as a community and as coming together, we will rebuild, and that's certainly our intention.
So much and so many lost in one of the worst natural disasters the state has ever endured. Chris Pallone, NBC News.
And it's not over yet. There are at least 6 wildfires that are still burning right now on Maui. Firefighters report making progress, however, in containing them.
Well, the fires are making it harder for people to get help on the island.
Tonight, our Logan Gay shares how Hoosiers are already coming through for our Hawaiian neighbors who are thousands of miles away.
Red Cross volunteers from across the country have been deployed to Hawaii to help people deal with the devastation from the wildfire. Matt Klein with the Red Cross says 2 Hoosiers left this morning to work in the shelters.
Both women from Indiana, they've just dropped everything. In the next 2 weeks, they're going to be in Hawaii. They're going to be helping out, helping others. And it's really, this is the kind of person we want volunteering for the Red Cross.
Klein says more than 2,000 people whose homes and businesses went up in flames have stayed overnight in their multiple shelters, receiving food, water, emotional and mental support. He says Indiana volunteers play a vital part in this mission.
What's the phrase? Hoosier hospitality. It's great to see. We're really fortunate to have the volunteers that we do. I've worked with both of them already. I know that anyone dealing with those 2 volunteers, they're in great hands. And we're really glad that they're able to help out.
He says it will take more than 2 weeks to complete this mission, but the Red Cross plans to stick around until it's complete.
As long as people need help, the Red Cross is going to be there. We're sheltering, providing support, food, meals, water at this point, and then as things become safer and we're able to actually get out and assess the damage that's done, that moves us into the next step of our process, which is being able to determine who needs help, who needs what kind of help.
Help and support. In Indianapolis, Logan Gay, 13 News.
And the Red Cross is still looking for more volunteers to help in Hawaii. We'll post the info you need to know and how you can volunteer with Logan's story on WTHR.com.
The community in West Maui now is coming together to help hand out supplies to those in need. They're passing out food, water, clothes.
However, ice is one of the biggest things people need. And in some places, they're literally racing each other to fill up their trash bags with it.
Everybody's fighting for everything right now. But as my other half of them's family is, they lost everything. Everybody lost everything. We don't know how we feel. I don't know how you guys supposed to feel.
Not everyone's able to get supplies. It's still a challenge to get to any people stranded in Lahaina.
We know a lot of you might be looking for a way to help the people impacted by the wildfires.
We've posted the best ways to help on WTHR.com/SceneOn13.